All right. It looks like it's a small group today. Welcome to the call. We're just gonna probably just go through the website, Carlos, if that's okay. Then we're just gonna show the website and go through some of the pages. And it looks like a lot of people came last night and got the information. So we will go through that. Welcome to Maxine, BB, Doris, Carlos, Renee. We're all family here. We all know each other. So just for today, we'll go through the website. Carlos, what do you think?
All right, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get too many people this afternoon. So yeah, if you want, I can just share the website, Carlos. I can do that.
All right, go for it, Peter.
Okay. All right, everyone. So we are going to show myfistswap.com. It is a website that Renee has put together. Thank you, Renee, for that. And of course, David had a lot to do with it too. So let's go screen share. Start now, and we're gonna go straight to myfistswap.com. So this is the URL. You click on it, it'll take you to this beautiful website with a great logo, with the logo at the top there, and it just shows a overview of what the project is all about. So it's FSTSwap, and it gives some information on the automated market maker, which exchanges the FIS token on the Binance Smart Chain. And then it just gets some great information about what this project is all about. And of course, it talks about how there is an audit for every aspect of this platform. And then we go into the next section, which is the community page. And we have all the information where we can be reached or where you can find us. Of course, there's the Twitter handle, the Telegram, and the YouTube channel, which is the FSTSwap English International Community YouTube channel. And here also you get to see the recent calls. Okay, so everything's going to be posted. And then we go to the next section, which is to connect with us. And this is our schedule. You'll see that Mondays and Wednesdays it's 10 p.m. Eastern, and Thursdays as today is 12 noon. And then our support calls are shown on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. And the recent calls are actually listed here. All the recorded calls will be here actually on this page. Okay, and then the next section is how to get started. And then when you are ready to start, people can follow all three steps. First step is to create a wallet. They just have to click on create a wallet. And it will lead them to a page that gives them detailed information plus a video on how to set up BitKeep. And that is the wallet that most people will be using. You can also use Token Pocket as well, but BitKeep is the wallet that is shown on this page here. And as you go down, there's also images of the different screens that you're going to encounter while you get set up. And after you set up your wallet, the second step is, if we were to go back a page, see if I go back, is to get the BEP tokens, which is the BNB coin. If you click on that or go to the next step after setting up the wallet, here's a video on how to get the BNB coins. And that's the Binance Smart Chain coin. You need to have BNB in your wallet in order to do any of the transactions. And then after that, the next step will be to connect your wallet to the FSTSwap exchange. And this video shows how to do that. It's as simple as going to the browser and then clicking on the search function at the top, typing in FSTSwap, FSTSwap.finance, and then clicking through. It takes you to a third-party site. And that is our FSTSwap exchange, okay? And then, of course, the page after that has all the token contracts. So it's important that everyone knows that this is available. We should also add the FRT address to Renee. If you could take note of that, we can also add the FRT coin here. And then we can, if anybody wants to cross-reference the coins, just make sure these are the addresses, the contract addresses showing for each of the coins. A lot of people out there have put out fake coins. So we want to make sure that everyone gets the proper coins in their wallet. And then right after that, we have the roadmap, which was created by the developers. And then you can see what's checked off was what's been done so far. And then we have the staking pools. We have a lot of different things for the nodes. And then of course the DAO community governance, all of that is going to be coming up. We're also going to have our blockchain by the end of this year, before the end of this year. Okay. And then of course, right after that is the audit reports, which is the CertTech audit reports. You can click on each one and go through them if you'd like. So lots of great information on this website, and it's well put together. We have Twitter updates. For those that do not follow or do not have Twitter, you can just go here and get all the updated information. And this is where the developers post all the information that we get. And of course, we have direct connection with Paul and DeFi Max. Those two gentlemen are close to the developers as well. Okay, so this is a great way to keep in touch with Twitter. And let's check out the next page, which is the trade. And it's just information on the liquidity pool and the mining. And then after that, we can buy crypto, showing how that's done. Okay, so lots of great information on our platform. Let's also go into the app itself. And I'm going to show you guys the trading, not the trading, the liquidity pools. So I'm going into my Token Pocket app. And when I click on Discover at the bottom, I will go to FSTSwap, and it's the same FSTSwap that I mentioned earlier, FSTSwap.finance, and this is the page you want to be at. And at the bottom, you can click on node. We get to see all the different nodes that are available. Right now, there are 59 total nodes that have been created, and the top 37 are listed in the official, and ours is listed in the candidate section. And here we are, English International node. And then you can place your FRT votes to this node. I've already placed mine here. That's why I can't vote. All my FRT is here. Okay, so this is our node. We're just trying to build this so that we can get into the top 37. And we will get there. It's just a matter of time. We just have to keep continuing with the calls, leading people to all the information so that they're fully educated on this platform. We also have the farming pools. If I click on farm, it shows the farming pools that are available. If I unclick the staked, it'll show everyone that's available, which is all the pairs there. FIST USDT pool, FON USDT, FON FIST, FON OSK, and the first 5 are the core pools that we're a part of. And then you also have the BNB FIST, BNB USDT. We also have OSK FIST, which is one of the core pools as well. And then PGNFT also is part of our core pools. So you can click on each one and decide which one you want to participate in. All of these pools earn FON, and that is the objective here. I'm going to show you the staked ones, the ones that I'm a part of right now. I'm part of the FIST USDT pool, also the FON FIST, and I have an NFT. So with the FIST USDT pool, this is the only pool that allows us to participate in the node voting. And once you put your funds in the FIST USDT pool, you'll be able to vote for the nodes through the use of the FRT token. Okay, as soon as you put money into the FIST USDT pool, you'll get a certain amount of FRT tokens, and that will be displayed on the front page, front assets page. You just have to add FRT to the front. All you do is click plus, and if you do not have FRT, okay, all you have to do is find the right FRT. There's a whole bunch of them, and this is the one that we want. The token address is this. The contract address is here. Okay, so make sure this is the proper FRT that you select. We'll have this posted on our website as well. Okay, I already have that in my front page here. And then you can see the FRT here. I've already staked my FRT, so that's why it shows 0. So all the coins you need are BNB on the top, USDT, FIST, OSK, and FON. And if you have an NFT, obviously the NFT as well. Okay, so that's it pretty much. And then remember to go to Discover and type in FSTSwap.finance to get to our FSTSwap. Okay, and then all you have to do is click the 3 dots and pin it. 3 dots on top. then pin it so that it's in your favorites. And this is where you can switch from BNB to FIST or USDT to any of the coins that we want to switch it to. Okay, USDT FIST. Okay, so that's the main pool that we're going to be asking people to participate in. So we have Carlos. Would you like to come on in? I just did a brief overview of our website and the platform, but if you would like, you can elaborate a little more on the project.
Yes, how you doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Party people, welcome to the small call we have right now. Just wanted to share with everyone here that, if you guys have any strategies that are working for you, please let us know what those strategies are so we can synergize. This is a place for synergy. This is a place for suggestions. This is a place for growth. And this is a place to bring new members and old members alike from confusion to excitement. So we'd like to have that bridge for you guys, take you guys through a bridge of confusion all the way to excitement. So I'm learning every day more and more. I'm keeping my eyes on that blue little bird. I'm following Twitter. I'm making sure that if they're telling me to pull something out, I'm pulling it out at the time that they're telling me to do so. If they're telling me to take advantage of this elephant pool for 29 days, then who am I to say no to free money? I got a couple of loose fawn hanging out there, and I don't have any USDT to pair it up with. I don't have any FIST to pair it up with, or I don't have any OSK to pair it up with. Then I'm going to go ahead and compound that free fawn and let that fawn work for me instead of just sitting in the wallet. We all want to see price action, right? We all want to see our coin go from $11 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 50 to 100. But in the meantime, if your coins are consolidating, then I say this is a great time to dollar cost average, right? Because since I've been in this project, I think this is the lowest I've seen fawn at. So while it's low, if I believe in the long-term success of the project, if I believe in the long-term commitment of the devs, then that's where my confidence comes from. Your confidence has to come from somewhere in the project, right? Maybe it's realizing your gains, right? Maybe it's taking that fawn and turning it into votes, right? Like you take that fawn, you put it into USDT, and you turn it into FIST, and then you get free FRT. For some of us, that's a way that we realize this is real and this is happening right before our eyes, and that we're utilizing these beautiful tools that have been given to us by the devs. The other way is, and I'm not encouraging this, I'm just saying that I'm going to address it, it's there. So I'm not going to say that it's not another way to look at your investment. But if you want to turn your fawn into USDT and stabilize the price, part of us are like, oh, I don't want to touch my fawn because one day fawn will be at $50. It'll be at $100. So why would I change it to a USDT that if it's going to give me equal amount, it's going to be $13 right now, right? Let's just say, fawn is going anywhere from 11 to $13. So you change it to USDT and that's it. Like that's the value you got for it. You got present day value for it. It's $13. Yes, in the future you might have got $50 for it, but everybody's level of investing is very different and everybody's household is built differently. Some of us need to get pure gains right now to continue in this project. And if that makes you feel safe, if that makes you feel like it's something you want to do, then by all means, this is your investment. We are only here to give you updates and tell you about the news, but we're not here to tell you how to run your wallet. That's why it's your wallet. One thing David touched on last night that I loved, um, you know, we have to remind each other as community members that when you are in a centralized exchange like Coinbase, like Binance, like Qcoin, or like which was the one that David likes? David said he likes
Crypto.com.
crypto.com. There you go. Yes, he likes the Crow coin. He likes that he gets free Crow. Um, and he talked about having this metal credit card, which is pretty cool. Like some of the centralized exchanges are doing it. And last night I was doing some research and actually, you know what? It fell on my lap. I wasn't even doing research. Someone emailed me, and it was because I was doing some studying with the Gemini exchange. And the Gemini exchange is the Winklevoss brothers, which are the guys that supposedly Mark Zuckerberg, took the idea of Facebook from. You guys probably all saw the movie. I haven't seen the movie, but I wanna catch up and see that. But the Winklevoss brothers came out with the Gemini exchange, and they are also giving out a credit card. It's a metal credit card, which is pretty cool. I just want to touch it, feel it, and see what's going on. I'm supposed to get mine in 5 to 7 days, so I'm excited. But there's a big thing I want you guys to always remember this, and I want you to say this to yourselves and say this to your friends. Not your keys, not your crypto. It's very important to remember that. I'm not sure, and I want everyone to have heard that. And if you've never heard that, then you've heard it here. Not your keys, not your crypto, which means if you don't own the keys and you're on some centralized exchange that just allowed you to jump on board, they own your crypto. They're the ones. Now, of course, Coinbase is a publicly traded company, so Coinbase, I've heard that when it comes to customer service, obviously they want to do what's right because the SEC would be right up there behind if they start defrauding customers or something like that. So yes, they are more stabilized and they offer better customer service, but sorry, I had a phone call coming. Sorry. So it's not your crypto, not your keys. So remember, when you have a cold wallet like this or a DeFi wallet, then that is your crypto. Then no one's in charge of anything but you. And that's the freedom we have with this. We get to be players in this game early. Like by the time the world adopts to DeFi and cryptocurrency itself, we're going to be light years ahead in education. So it's beautiful that there are 19 callers right now, 14 callers, sorry, at this point that have taken their time to get on this call and see if they could just pick Peter's brain for 5 minutes, pick Renee's brain, my brain, Doris's brain, Breezy, David, Edwidge, everyone else that's on the call, Brian's on the call. Brian, I've seen Brian drop some jewels in the telegrams. And I'm like, go Brian, look at this. Brian's up here dropping stuff. It's 3 a.m. You never know. You never know when we're up. You never know when one of our community members are up to help. Edwidge doesn't sleep. I don't know what she does for a living, but she's always up. So it's a beautiful thing to see that support. Um, so guys, anybody have any questions, any comments, any concerns? I do want to add that Fist is getting stronger every day with more and more ideas that the developers are bringing in. And think about what they're doing. Like they're locking us into this project by giving us this free fund for the next 7 years. They're super smart to have seen what happened with the PNLGs. We got our PNLGs. We did our mining from September to like 2-3 weeks after January. We harvested, and once we got our stuff out, remember, the whole community was split. We were like, do we want to keep collecting AMM fees? Do we want these automated market maker fees, or do we want to just cash out? Do we want to? There was no real incentive for us to stay, right? I mean, as a good community member that knows about liquidity and knows that liquidity is the lifeblood of the project, right? David said the perfect thing yesterday. He said, if every member of this community acted like I did, how would our project look? How would our liquidity look? So if we all cash out at the same time, then we're not looking to build a future here. We're just looking to be traders. We're just looking to, you know, get out before anybody else gets out. And it's like a very selfish way to look at the project, to not see the vision of the blockchain that's coming, to not see the vision of making OSK rise again and bringing more investors and more developers and more filmmakers to say, hey, we just funded a movie. Jackie Chan did a movie. We all put 6.5 OSK, and we gave $30 million worth of liquidity to this film. We're all now movie producers in our own right, and we're waiting for that movie to finish. We're waiting for that movie to be marketed, and we're waiting for that movie to actually do well, right? We don't know if it's going to be the next cult classic. We don't know if it'll be a Kill Bill, if it'll be the next Enter the Dragon, if it'll be something that'll catch on. And then now everybody wants to remember that movie. So now you remember that movie, you love that movie. Now there's memorabilia for that movie. Now people are buying t-shirts for the movie, jackets, action figures. And what do we have? We have NFTs from that movie. So I know that's very far from now because we might be talking about November, December. But man, that's exciting. It's exciting. Enjoy the process, guys. Enjoy the process. Enjoy what we're doing. Enjoy that we have this access because no movie studio was coming knocking on my door saying, hey, Carlos, do you have any money? You want to be part of this? No bank was telling me, hey, do you want to put some money in here so I could give you some free fund, some free dollars, some free currency? No one was doing all that. We had to put ourselves out there. We had to take a little risk. We had to be okay with taking money that we're not afraid to lose. If you're in this project and you're putting the last of your money into this project, then I'm going to be so bold to say that you are uninformed and you're not doing the right thing. If you're taking the last of your money that you need to pay your bills with, that you need to, keep your family afloat with, then you're not investing right. You're supposed to have a separate amount of money that you don't mind if you never see it again. That's why sometimes I understand that we try projects and some projects don't work. It's happened to Annie for years. Years. If you guys know Annie's story, Annie has lost 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, $30,000. But you know when she got all her money back? When she mined her FIST token, and her FIST token gave her 3,000 OSK for free. So I want to remind you guys that if you guys are on this call right now and you're thinking about how this project moves, through Annie's words, she said, Pangu saved my life, right? Being in this, buying into FIST saved my life because I got the free OSK and it just exploded her portfolio. Not that she didn't even take advantage of the FIST rise because she was in that. So she took advantage of the FIST rise She took advantage of OSK. She was there for PNLGs, and she's still with us. She's no fool. She's still with us because this is a project that's going to bring you more and more and more and more money. So some of us don't have the confidence right now. Some of us are like, hey, I've got $500 of USDT matched with my $500 of Fist. And yeah, I have $1,000 in the project. And it's okay. If that's what you could afford, then fantastic. That's what you could afford. But the more you gain confidence with this project, I want you guys to really think there are people in this community that have over $100,000 into this project. They have the confidence to put $100,000 on the line. But why do they have that confidence? Because they're doing DYOR, which you'll see this in this space. DYOR is do your own research. I wish I had $100,000 to put in this project because I don't. I truly don't. But every time I get paid, every time I play a poker game, every time I win a poker game, I throw a couple of $100 in here because I could afford to, because it wasn't my money anyway. I won that money from a couple of other players. I don't want to take your money like that, Peter. But we will be playing heads up soon. But
That's awesome, Carlos. Let me ask you a question.
yes,
Do
sir.
you feel more confident bringing people into the platform now than last year this time? Because last
Oh
year
my God,
we
yeah.
were yeah, last year we didn't actually see what the value of the PGNLZs are. All we knew, we were just mining them. Now we're actually seeing numbers. Do you feel more confident?
Yeah, I feel more confident, but I tell you what, listen, I have a group of friends that are kicking themselves for not jumping in the PNLGs, kicking themselves because, you know, I had a friend, and I'm not gonna lie, he did better than most of my friends. The only reason he didn't do better than me is because I got to buy NFT, and I feel like that NFT is gonna bring me income for the rest of my life, right? Like airdrops and whatever benefits that come with that. But another friend of mine kept calling me, and he kept saying, my friend Adi. So my friend Adi, he's like, "Hey, I wanna." I'm looking at my wallet. It says I have $21,000 in my wallet. Mind you, this guy started with $1,500. So like he's a legend in our poker community in terms of um taking $1,500 and making it 21,000. That's just like amazing. It's amazing in crypto. For me, I see all these stories about people buying Shiba and Doge and whatever other crazy coins. They buy all these coins and then they, you can never time the market. But people have an exit number and they go, you know what, at this number, I'm satisfied, I'm out of here. So this guy, every time he was like, hey, it looks like it's 21,000. Can I change those PNLGs to can I get $5,000 out? And I was like, it's your investment. You know what? Right now, those PNLGs say they're at $3. They actually might go up to $10, but it's just speculation. Nah, I'm satisfied. I want to take it out now. and you know what? In hindsight, he was so smart. I by the time I took my PNLGs out, I took them out at 44 cents. 44 cents. So there's a lesson that I learned, right? But here we go. I teach them how to take the money out. We change the PNLGs to Tron. We take the Tron. We change the Tron to USDT. We take the USDT. We send it to Bitcoin. From Bitcoin, we send it to his Cash App. He's realized $5,000, and he's like, "Keep $300 for yourself. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you got this money for me. You're the man. Let's keep it going. Fantastic." The joy I got from helping a friend realize that those gains were amazing. Then he calls me a couple of weeks later. We keep doing it, and we've done it. We've done it. My other friend, on the other hand, wanted to see everything rise, right? So he goes to Hawaii. My friend Lenwood, he goes to Hawaii, and he's got $25,000 in his wallet, and he's just doing the dance. He's in Hawaii. He's on vacation. He gets off the plane, and it's $2,000. Now he invested $500. So David made a point and said, a lot of us, even after the 225 event, we're still up. Granted, we're all kicking ourselves for not taking a little money here and there, but we were still up. A lot of us, and most of us, didn't lose money. We just didn't exit or didn't take out some money as we went along. So again, this is your investment. You do what you want with it. It's early, but I tell you this, that even the developers learned from 225. They said, man, we let everybody cash out their PNLGs, and everyone felt like they didn't have a reason to be in the liquidity pool. Party people, we have a reason to be in the liquidity pool. Like, can you hear me in the back? We have a reason to be in the liquidity pool for the next 7 years. Take advantage of it. You know, if you come on these calls every week and you don't invest an extra $10 into your own investment, you're missing the point. The more you put in, the more hash power you're going to have. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you that I look at what some people are mining daily, and I'm like, man, how are they mining like 4 or 5 coins a day? Like I can't even get a 1 coin a day. And then I realize they have more hash power than me. So for me, every time I get $100 extra, I want to put it into USDT Fist because I want more hash power and I want more voting and I want more FRT so that I could again get more fun. So that's the game right now. It's get as much fun as you can. Um, Anybody else have anything they want to share? I think I've shared a lot, but that's just me and how I'm handling my investment and my excitement. And I am actually, I don't want my friends to miss the boat like they missed it on PNLGs. So Peter asked the question, how confident do you feel now? Do you feel more confident now than I felt before? And the answer is I feel even more confident now because I could tell people, guys, you don't need to wait 6 months. Just wait till like Peter said, he waits till he gets to double digits because you know, if you mine it, if you harvest every day, you know, you're gonna get 40 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents, you know, taken out, right? So why not just wait till it gets to double digits? You get 10 fawn, you take it out. Now, once that fawn is in your wallet, do what you want with it. You could change it to USDT, or you could keep it in your wallet and just watch your wallet grow until you get to a certain amount that you feel comfortable with. And then you could change it to USDT because the font is growing. That number is growing. The value of font is growing, right? So, and even if you see it go slide backwards, we all know what's going to happen when BTC starts going up. You know, BTC controls the market in terms of sentiment, right? Since Bitcoin is the OG coin of crypto, whenever Bitcoin does well, people get confident and people start believing in crypto again. So all kinds of people start coming back. You know, there's a lot of, and I said it last night, there's a lot of crypto tourists. They're here because it's the season. So, you know, what happens if we get another stimulus? A bunch of tourists come in and they try their $1,500 into crypto, and it just brings crypto to all-time highs, which is what happened in 2021, which is why we're at such a, it's part of the reason. But all those tourists came in, they got Bitcoin and different altcoins. Everything was great, and then macro level things started happening. And what I mean by macro is like larger scale things happened, right? Like in the world, right? The interest rates, inflation went up. Sorry, inflation went up. Then interest rates went up. Then Russia happened. Then all this gun violence is happening. People are holding on to their money. They're like, I don't know. I don't have time for crypto. Some people are like, I don't have time I don't have time to dabble in crypto. Oh my God, I had $1,500. I put it in crypto, and you know what? I'm getting out now. I'm gonna realize my losses right now. I'm gonna take this 1,500 that went down to 300, and I'm gonna take that free $300 before it becomes zero. And those people are not looking at the long term effect of cryptocurrency. They're not looking at the fact that these big companies are putting that in their in their in their financial sheets and statements now. They're collecting Bitcoin, they're collecting Ethereum, they're betting on certain projects. It's not all about Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's so many things out there that people are betting on, right? Um, so if you believe in the space and you believe that you're in the right place, then take advantage of this project. Right now, this project has legs and they have smart developers that are doing their thing. So, Peter, do you have anything you want to add?
No, that was great, Carlos. I mean, yeah, you're talking from the heart, and you're giving us your experience, and we're having confidence with our community members makes it more secure for all of us, because I want to do what Carlos is doing. I want to do what Bernard is doing. I want to do what Mabub is doing. You know what I mean? If everyone is feeling the same, having the same vision for this project, then the confidence continues to build. And that's why we need our community to come together and just rally everyone, just so that the confidence is built stronger and stronger. And that's what we need to do. We need to instill the confidence in this project, because a lot of people have been burnt in different projects, and I'm one for that. I've been a victim of a few things that I thought was quick money, and you know what? We fall into that trap and we get burnt. This is a safe project. If you, like you said, do your own research, and when you figure out why it's safe, then you'll understand that everyone is part of is joining this community because they feel that their funds are safe and there's a good return on investment. And the reason it's safe is because of the strength of the liquidity pools, and we keep emphasizing that. And that's important that everybody understands why having a strong liquidity pool gives confidence, strength in a project. And the vulnerability that we faced in February was because of the fact that our liquidity pool was not strong. So that is a very good sign that we've grown, we've matured, and we've learned. And now that what we're watching for now is we're keeping track of liquidity pool, making sure it's consistent and it's slowly growing, or fluctuating here and there, because you are going to see a little bit of drops. People do sell off, and after that you're going to see more buys come in. So watch how the liquidity pool goes up and down. And if you have a strong enough liquidity pool that's constantly fluctuating between a certain range, then you're in a safe project, and that's important. Just that alone is important for us to learn. And I've learned that the hard way, because we faced that big drop in February. If we can really understand why we're investing in this project and learn and teach others about the strength of the project based on the size of the liquidity pool, then our confidence continues to build, and then we're going to see more people jump into this platform. And our community is here to have these calls so that we can teach you guys, and from our experiences too, we can teach you guys why certain things happened in the past and why we think that that's not going to happen again. It's not going to repeat itself. Okay, so a lot of great things happening. The developers have put together a project that is 7 years long. That sustainability itself is going to give a lot of confidence. If it was like 1 year, I'd be like, okay, people might just mine for a little bit, and then near the end, something's going to happen. But the fact that it's going to go for 7 years, the fact that we've created nodes where people can stake their FRTs. That means people are keeping their funds in a liquidity pool. The funds are always going to stay there so that people are in this project for a long term, right? So that's important. We have something that is sustainable. We have something that is more transparent now. We get to see how much we earn every single day. We can take out our funds. We can, cash out. A great way for people to have a daily income and is passive. So just put your money in a liquidity pool that is solid. Start mining the funds, which are going to be something that has so much value eventually. If you see what BNB does for the Binance exchange, you can see what we're looking at with the Fawn coin. We're going to have our new by October, and the developers have said this, and whatever they've said they've done. So they said that we're going to be mining on May 1st, and that happened. They said that the nodes are going to start, and it's going to start on June 1st, and that happened. So we're expecting to have this blockchain by October, which is going to be very exciting because that is going to bring the price of Fawn to extreme highs. We're going to see all-time highs this year, and that's because we have confidence in this project, and we see the vision of where it's going. You're going to see a lot of projects opening up with the FIST coin. And a friend of mine just texted me out of the blue, and he's saying, hey, what is this? There's a lot of projects I see in the FIST combination. A lot of people are getting into FIST. So $1 billion is nothing to disregard here, because $1 billion in a platform is huge. We have one of the biggest platforms now with FSTSwap, and it just started in December. And look how much it's going to grow. Look how much has grown so far, and what we anticipate happening in the future with FSTSwap. Carlos, I'm sure you feel that too. Just in 6 months, we got $1 billion of liquidity in all these different pools, and it's going to grow. It's going to go to 2 billion, 3 billion, and that alone is going to give us the confidence that Fawn is going to rise, and our FIST coin is going to rise, and OSK is going to continue to rise with the movie NFTs and the utility of OSK. So lots of great things, guys. Carlos, before we go, I'll close the call. Should we do just a one Fawn giveaway on the wheel? I think Renee has that set up. I'd let you take care of that if you'd like, Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, what's better than one? I think two. Let's do 2 Fawn. Let's give it away. Give it away now. All right, you guys ready? Let's make that happen. Let's give away 2 Fawn, one at a time. That way we got 2 winners. And let's see what we can do. Maybe this Fawn will one day be $100 a coin. That would be awesome. All right, so we got all our names there, and the spin is in. Looks like it's Lee. Congratulations, Lee. Thanks for coming on the call. And we've got spin number 2. Here we go. Brian. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure that you guys send in your address. Congratulations to the winners. Make sure you send your address so that we have a place to send you this Fawn, guys. And guys, if you have any questions or comments about the project, obviously there's nothing like having DeFi Max or Peter Peter too, but it's nothing like having Paul come on and give us that sense of confidence, because those guys are the ones that are talking directly with the developers, right? So we know that these calls are great, but they're just amazing when these 2 guys are on, because it gives us more confidence to know the next steps, right? And I think it's selfish of us to want to have something every week. The developers are really hard at work, and you can see they just closed the portals for the PNLGs. They started working hard on the nodes. We didn't know what voting was, and now we do. We didn't know that the English group is a candidate for a node, right? So we can't wait till we get into the top 37 so that we could do something really good with the proceeds that these developers are giving the top 37 nodes. Because eventually that's what it is, guys. We want to break into the top 37 so that we could then share the money that they're giving us for doing the work. So they're tasking us. They're like, okay, guys, you guys want free money? You want more free money? Then go ahead and gather a community of people who are confident enough to vote for you. But what are you doing for them to vote for you? Well, we're holding these calls, we're educating the community, we're imploring you to bring your friends, your family, your coworkers, to bring people into this project so that they could make money alongside with us. And in turn, when we reach that top 37, they're just going to start releasing that money to us because we're eligible to do something as a small community to spread to the rest of our community. And I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for us to give away 90% of what the devs are giving us, plus be able to help people out that are doing likes on Instagram, doing likes on Twitter, spreading the word on WhatsApp, however it is that you guys are going to feel confident enough to tell other people. We want to reward that. We want to reward that behavior. We want to say, wow, these guys are really, really doing a good job. I mean, Edwidge and Paulette, obviously we mentioned them in the last couple of calls because we've seen them take their level of participation to new heights. We've seen them. We knew that they were. I mean, it started like that. It started with Paulette and Edwidge being curious about this project. Then curiosity turned into confidence. Then confidence turned into love. They loved the community enough to help the community without actually getting paid. Every time Edwidge and Paulette get on a text or get on the Telegram or spread their knowledge is because they care. They're not getting paid to do this. And now that the developers have given us a vehicle to reward the Paulettes and the Edwidges of the community, we cannot wait to break that top 47. We break that top 47, we're able to give and give and give. And that contagious energy is just going to make other people want to give of their time, of their knowledge, and sharing of their enthusiasm of this project. So it's simple. This is like, it's just so simple. It's just great energy, great vibes in this community. And it's okay. Like we aren't all at the same enthusiastic level right now because we're all trying to still learn all of this and put this all together. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see that I was sending money through Western Union for years and I'm paying $15 a pop to do so, and now I could pay 47 cents, I cannot unsee that. I see, and that's called remittance payments. If you look it up on Google and you say, if you look up before 2020, the remittance payment industry, huge. Instagram, sorry, MoneyGram and Western Union. Oh my God. Like I laughed you know what I did? I had a photo album because I always wanted to keep my records, right? So I bought a 3-hole punch, and I would punch my Western Unions. You know what? I'm gonna be how many people have on this? Lee, I see your hand up. Give me a second. 18 people. All right. You know what? I'm gonna get real personal here because this is just who I am. So I, I had a kid when I was very young. My son is 29 years old. I had a kid when I was in high school. Obviously, people change, and I was a young high school kid having a baby. Um, I I didn't get married with my first kid, so I had a 4-year-old. We broke up mutually. She moved to Schenectady, New York, at when my son was 4 years old. My son's 29 now. And I was like, we had a mutual agreement that we weren't going to go to court, but I was going to obviously always financially support my son. Obviously I got him in the summers. Me and my son have an amazing relationship. He's my first son. We have an amazing relationship. Amazing. So, but financially, I had to make sure that he was okay, and I had to make sure that I was covered. I didn't want when he turned 18, I had this fear that she would say I never made my payments, my child support payments, and I was never going to be that sucker. So I covered myself, and every Western Union I sent, I 3-hole punched it, and I put it in a photo album, and I still have that photo album. I don't have to keep it; it's just junk, but it reminds me of how much money I gave to Western Union and MoneyGram weekly. It was ridiculous. So when I see crypto now, I'm like, oh my word! I wish I knew about crypto when I knew about crypto. I didn't get into crypto till like a couple years ago. So thanks to Bernard, by the way. Um, I was I was dabbling in certain aspects of crypto, and Bernard just took it to the next level. He told me about some bots. He told me about um, Pangu, and I thank him. I thank him. Bernard was in my house the other day. We were watching a fight. He's probably laughing right now. But we were watching a boxing match the other day, and I bought all these snacks and I bought all this stuff. And he's like, "Dude, you went all out. Like, what are you doing? You got guac. You got sauce. I mean, what are you doing? It's just us two." But I'm gonna say this in front of everybody, and I know he's probably on the call right now. He's gonna laugh, but I have such gratitude toward Bernard for bringing me into this. I have like a, I have a, I have a thing that I'm like, I just have to thank that man every single time I see him, because I am smarter because of him. I am more passionate because of him, and I am elated to be in this project. I found something amazing. He opened up the suitcase in Pulp Fiction for me. I want you guys to all think about that. The suitcase in Pulp Fiction, every time they open up that suitcase, you just see like a gold light come out. And Bernard did that for me. So I'm forever grateful for that. And if you could do that, if you could open up the Pulp Fiction suitcase for your friends, for your family, they're going to see you in the same light that I see Bernard, because he's brought value to my life. And that's just, it's crazy that that this project and this community has done that for me. So thank you guys. Lee, go ahead, man. I'm sorry I was talking a hole in your ear, but I just had to get that off my chest.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was just asking a question for my address, but Renee is helping me, so I appreciate your help and everything. And thanks again for the fun.
No worries, Lee. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the call. And anybody else have any other questions, or is there anything else in the chat that we can grab? Let me check the chat.
I think you're good, Carlos. There's nothing on the chat in terms of questions.
All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, another thing I want to say, let me see if he's on the call. Brian Carter. She just said something right now. Let me see. Let's see what Brian said. Let me see. Brian Carter said, "Oh, thanks for your time, Los." This is crazy though. Brian Carter grew up in the same neighborhood that I grew up in, but he actually is in a much better neighborhood now. We grew up in a very, very rough neighborhood. So I hope he's not mad that I shared that. But we never forget our roots, you know. But Brian obviously took his family to a better place. And, you know, it's funny how I didn't know Brian till I got in this community. So here's Peter from Canada. Here's Paul from New Zealand. Here's Taiwan, right? Because he's like in both places, right? David is somewhere. Where's David? In Florida or in Atlanta?
In Florida.
Florida. So, and then you have like Frank and V in the West Coast. And then I find Brian and we start talking about the same neighborhood. And the fact that we both got into something at the same time. Like we were both not into crypto until a couple of maybe a year and a half ago. And then we're both doing something and we're in the same place at the same time, taking advantage of the same opportunity. And it's just amazing. If we each talk to 50 of our friends, maybe 2 are in crypto. And that's how early we are. And that's how fortunate we are that we're taking the time to learn more about this. So we're all in a very, even with me and Bernard are in the poker. We cross paths in the poker community. And even the poker community, as much as they gamble, they're not in this right now. And it's so funny because when we talk to, I got about 6 poker players in this project, and I tell them, simple. I go, we waste $500 on Super Bowl boxes every year. Every year, we sit here in front of the TV and we watch a football game that's played on the television, 2 guys throwing a ball around, and we're hoping that a score lands on a certain box so that we could collect $250 for a quarter or something like that. Mind you, we could put $200 in crypto and really invest our money. So it's an honor and a pleasure for me to get poker players who already have the stomach for losing money and taking risks to come into this project, because it's just so easy to adjust to this. Because in crypto, people, there's nothing guaranteed. This is a, and I don't mean to go against anything Peter said. And I know Peter said this is a safe project, and he said that a few times. But we all know that, like Coach Ken would say, put your big boy pants in your big girl pants, and this is a risk that you have to take if you're in this arena. Nothing's guaranteed, because if it was guaranteed, we wouldn't have 19 people on this call. We would have 19,000 people on this call if everybody thought that their $100 and their $1,000 and their $10,000 was going to be multiplied by 5, 1,000%, with nothing to worry about. Then everyone would get their money out the bank and put it in here, right? So we're all taking this risk where we're hoping that there are honest people around us. We're hoping that there are smarter people than us. And we're hoping that the moon and the stars are lined up in the right direction, right? But we're also hoping that we did our own research, because I'm going to say this. I want somebody to put, either you could just shout it out or write it down, whatever's easier for you. How many crypto currency coins do you think are in the world right now? Somebody just give me a number. Don't all rush me at the same time. I get overwhelmed pretty fast. Hold back your enthusiasm. Give
What
me a
is the
number.
question again?
How many cryptocurrency coins are there in the world right now? How many cryptos? I'll answer that question. It's 19,802. And those are only the ones that are listed on CoinMarketCap. 19,802 coins. Do you know how confusing that is to the average person to just jump into crypto and go, what coin should I pick? Because it's not the top 5, it's not the top 10, it's not the top 100. There's 19,802. And everybody on YouTube is fighting for their coin and their project and where their money is at. That's why everyone's advocating for their own coin, because they want you to join their project, right? So you have to make a choice. You can look at 19,802 coins, or you can pick a few, see what's smart for you, pick a community. I'm in a lot of crypto. There's no community like this. No other crypto has my time like this project has my time. None. Like, this is where I dedicate my time. This is where I dedicate my passion. This is where I have my eye constantly on. I have a couple of Bitcoin. I don't watch that. I'm not thinking about Bitcoin for the next 10 years. I don't care what Bitcoin does right now. It's not about right now. It's about the next 10 years. So there's also 527 different exchanges. How does one say, where do I keep my money? Where do I change my money? Do I pick Gemini? Do I take Huobi? Do I take Binance? Do I take Coinbase? Crypto.com? So it's incredible. And then the space we're in, it's a 24-hour space. The stock market closes. It opens in the morning, it closes in the late afternoon, and it closes on the weekends. Crypto is non-stop. If you're not looking after your own investment, if you're not coming on these calls, you're doing yourself a disservice. This moves fast. So you need to be vigilant. You need to be aware. You need to, if you're commuting and you're on a subway, you're on a bus, read a little bit. Put on some headsets and do a YouTube video and listen to a couple of good guys that are out there, like the Coin Bureau. You know, like, this is your investment. This is your space. Maximize it. Maximize your time. Do your research. Feel good about the project. Feel good about whatever you have your money in. So that's what I wanted to share, guys. Anybody else have anything to share? All right. I think we have maxed this time. Let me check one more time in the chat. Absolutely agree, Carlos. Blessed, eternally gratefully for this community and opportunity. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. Guys, we're going to end the call right now to let you guys continue throughout your day. But I feel great. I feel like we're in an amazing project. If I'm sleeping, if I'm taking a nap today and something happens, I know I'm going to get a call from Bernard. Hey, liquidity pool is down. Hey, liquidity pool is up. Hey, that's what we're here for. We're here to have each other's backs. Hey, Los, they just opened the elephant pool. You jumped in the elephant pool? Hey, Los, what are you guys doing about voting? I hope you guys break the top 37 so I can vote for you guys. Or, hey, I threw a couple of votes in there because I want you guys to succeed. I want all of us to succeed. It's not about, it's about us as a community. Like, this community node, this is a community node. Yes, we invested in the node. We got together and we put, the node required 21,000 fists, and we took a risk. You know, we could have taken that 21,000 fist and put it to mine, like everyone else is putting their stuff to mine. But right now, we're not making money off of those 21,000 fists. We made that sacrifice. It's May. What is it? We started mining May 1st. We're in June. We're losing money daily, not being in the liquidity pools that we could have put those 21,000. But we're doing something for a greater cause. We're doing something because we know that when we break that top 37, the devs are going to give us a ton of fun that we could give 90% back to the community. And that's what it's about from the beginning, about coming to a place where you can share your knowledge, share your wealth, and share your enthusiasm and roll the boat in the right direction until we don't have to roll the boat anymore. And we could throw the paddles out and we could be in a motorboat, and then we could be in a yacht. And that's where I want us to be. We're paddling right now, and we're paddling together. And then we can throw out those paddles and rest and get in a motorboat when these coins rise, and when the NFTs come, and when all this happens, and we're just going to get better and stronger and richer. So, you know, I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm glad you guys took the time out on this Thursday call. I will see you guys on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Do we have a Sunday call?
Monday.
Monday
night.
So Peter, I can have Sunday off. I appreciate you.
You can go to your poker game on the weekend. I'm sure you're going during the week too.
I'm going tomorrow. Actually, guys, so my birthday is June 15th. I'll share this with you guys. My birthday is June 15th. I have a poker party tomorrow night. I wish you could be here, Peter. Bernard's definitely going. So it's gonna be a blast. On Saturday, I'm celebrating my 49th birthday with my wife's 40th birthday. We're gonna celebrate it in a beautiful Latin restaurant. I rented out a space, and we're doing we're doing open bar for 2 hours, and we're doing pass hors d'oeuvres for 2 hours. 40 people, 20 of her friends, 20 of my friends, to commemorate the number 40. It's her 40th birthday, so we're making that happen. So I'm gonna have a great weekend. I hope I'm still standing on Monday.
Awesome, Carlos.
All
Congrats.
right.
Have a great weekend, buddy. Thanks everyone for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you,
Peter.
Renee. Thank you,
Thanks,
Peter.
Los.
Thank you,
Thanks, Peter.
everyone.
Take care.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Peter.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
Thank you.